Yeah, okay, welcome back. Let's Fly Kerbal Space Program. Things have been happening in the background while not recording. Got a few things done. Let's take a look here. Get into the tracking center. Yeah, look at all the stuff. Let me see, which one do I want to take a look at in order to show you things that are happening? Okay, first of all, let's go and take a look at this Cartographer 3 probe orbiting the moon. Yeah, okay, so here's the Cartographer 3 probe. Well, you can see it's... Why is this thing... I forgot. I switched to the thing and I had my joystick plugged in over here and it started throttling up as soon as I switched to it. But that's okay, because this probe has already accomplished what I needed it to do. We have a high-resolution map, topographical map of the entire surface of the moon, as well as locations of all these different anomalies. We also have, let me see you focus in on this thing. In order to work with this, let's show this map. Yeah, this map of methane deposits, which that isn't quite as detailed as the others, but it doesn't really have to be. We've already just taken a look at this and identified. You hear it beeping. It's still trying to identify things. The moon, it has several of these large methane deposits on the surface. This one in particular I'm interested in. This is a large methane deposit. It's right on the equator, and over here on the map we take a look at it's centered just to the west of this point where we have this cluster of 3 of these different anomalies. So yeah, this is an interesting area. Large methane deposit right here, a couple of these anomalies to go inspect over here. It's right on the equator, which will be helpful for all kinds of orbital maneuvers, getting to it and getting back into orbit from there. So I'm thinking that, yeah, right at the southern edge of this fairly largish crater. Let's see if we can find it on the map. Here, map, hello. Alrighty, is that the right crater? I don't know. I think it's in the dark. Yeah, it's in the dark. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, that one over there, that is where I want to set up my moon base. We'll do some research. We'll do some mining. I've got some interesting ideas, things to do with the methane deposits that maybe over and above what people usually do with them, which could be kind of interesting. Could be fun. I'm looking forward to it. All right, hide that. Deactivate the detector. Good. Okay, so we've done that. In the meantime, what else have we done? We've done some work on the station, high flight station, which I don't know. Did I edit? I don't know. At this point, I was thinking maybe I'll edit in this little brief montage of some of the work done working on it. Let's go fly that thing. Yeah, space station, high flight. There it is, looking pretty cool. So we've got the base. Well, wow, everything is over here always in the nighttime, and whenever I want to look at them. I've got the basic framework, got the basic spine of the thing is there, and 2 of these habitation modules added so far. I've added a couple more Kerbals to it. And yeah, we're going to continue. The plan is to add a couple more habitation modules here, and maybe even expand some habitation stuff this way, and there'll be a place for spaceships dock up here. And now to this large trunk, this spine down here, which this already it holds some liquid fuel and oxidizer. We're going to start branching out off of there. I'm going to add some, big solar panels and just large arms, places to dock lots of different components, because that's the plan. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to start using this plane. We're going to start assembling vehicles to send to other planets. So yeah, there it is. There's High Flight. I like that name, High Flight. Yeah, and I asked people to suggest names for this. I liked a lot of. I believe the one that we're going with for the tug vehicle, the assembly tug, it is the Armstrong. Because it just makes sense, because it has a couple of strong arms. So, yeah, the Armstrong tug. Good. That was the best suggestion. Okay, cool. But what we're going to do now Yeah, okay, we need to get back into the vehicle assembly building. We just need to start taking a look at how we're going to actually set up this next moon mission. So I've already done some work on this. My plan is that the first thing we're going to do here, moon station. Yeah, there we go. Let's load this. I'm not going for a moon landing right away. First, I want to establish a presence in orbit around the moon. I want to put a station up there above the moon. Oh, wait a second, that's the wrong one. No, that was like a first rough sketch. That's not the way. I decided I didn't want to do that. Hang on. Where'd this other one go? Load, or maybe did I not save it here? I think, oh yeah, hang on. I think I need to know how to do this. Hang on. See, I'm forgetting what I'm doing. So, well, first we'll start with this, what's it here? Good. Just to have something to stick it to. I think I saved it in here. Yeah, station modules. Oh, wait a second. No, don't, come on. Yeah, industrial core, A. There we go. That's what we're going with. Select this. And stick that on there. Good. Okay. Yeah, so I think that's going to be the first piece that we're going to send to the moon, just to orbit the moon. Is it's going to have its own station. It has its own nuclear reactor, and it has its own converter. What's it? Heavy duty converter. What's it from the Kethane pack? Because we're going to try to mine a whole bunch of Kethane off the moon, bring it up here, and we'll convert it into other stuff. So, yeah. But yeah, we're not going straight for landing. First, we're going to get this station there. So, in order to look at getting the station there, we need to look at ways of... So, yeah, this will fit inside the cargo bay, but we also need ways... Let me see. Shuttle propulsion. I got a couple things in here. Oh, wait a second. No, that's not it. I wanted... See, I'm forgetting where I need to go. Spacecraft modules. I just was doing some of this stuff earlier today and already forgot some of my... some of the way I was doing this. Okay. We might be using an engine like this. Right? Yeah. An engine like that. Except we don't have any fuel for it yet, so we're going to stick that to the side. Now let's get into here, and spacecraft modules. Let's get this fuel orb, why not? Except that one, we may need an adapter, what's it? An adapter, what's it, for it to fit on the 2.5 meter. Okay, so... in order for this to work, or suppose I could just put an adapter on this. Here, let's do it this way. Okay, so yeah, the plan is we'll have our core there. We'll have a big ball of fuel and also some RCS juice there. And we'll take this thing and... let's see, now I need to... Oh, wait a second. No, I had another one where I used that Fat Man engine. But I did, yeah, this one... yeah, this one with the smaller size. Smaller adapter. Good. I imagine this thing will probably have too much Delta V 2285. Yeah, for just establishing itself in the lunar orbit. But yeah, I want it to have, you know, fuel left over that we'll be using for other things we have there. And it has all these other docking ports to just add modules and have landers and stuff docked to it once it gets up there. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to assemble this vehicle in orbit. Probably do it in 2 trips. Yeah, like that. You know, there'll be 1 trip there and the 2nd trip there. Okay, here we are. Good old Great Eagle. We haven't done any significant changes to this one. So let's just close all these windows so we can actually see the thing. How about that? Pull this out of there. I want to put a smaller docking port inside there. So right about in the middle. Come on. Come on, baby. It's arguing with me. You see that? All the time arguing with me. Why isn't it just going nice and easy? Always has to be difficult. Good. Like that. Okay, and now was our first component. I'm going to station modules. I wanted my industrial core because we want to do some industry with it. Boom. And load it in there like that. See how nicely that fits? I actually got a little bit of room back here. Okay, well, first things first. Let's strut this thing down. We need some of those quantum struts. Okay, so what are we going to call this? Flight is going to be, this is the moon station, right? Good. Save that before anything bad happens to it. I think it's pretty heavy. Do we still lift it? Oh yeah, thrust weight 1.5. I suppose that's not the ideal, like 2 that you'd like, but yeah, sure, it'll work. I'll tell you what, I know for a fact that my space station is starting to run low on some RCS juice, so I'm going to add, here, we'll do it this way. We'll do it, we'll take some extra RCS up there at the same time, since I have room left over in this cargo bay. Here, right there. Just add a big fat RCS tank in the back here. Suppose we can just imagine that that in addition to the station's needs, we might bring, like, you know, some DVDs and magazines and I don't know, Mountain Dew and Doritos and sandwiches up for all the Kerbals that are at the station currently. Because if Kerbals don't eat Doritos and Mountain Dew and sandwiches, then, you know, they should. Come on, can we just get these things in here straight, please? Okay, maybe that'll work. Now let's go over here. What's this, 2.5 meter? Yeah, here we go. I think we should do even yet another one. Let's see, how are we doing? I think we're doing okay. Let's... no, we'll just stick to that one for now. Okay, so there we are. Yeah, this flight is going to be the core of our moon station, and also some extra RCS. Let's fly it. Yeah, and all these flights later, we still have original crew here: James Kerman and Ralph Winterman. So these are really good, experienced Kerbals by this point. Let's close those doors. Tell you what, we need to... I'm thinking, actually, the way we're going to do this. James Kerman and Ralph Winterman, for all your extensive, successful service, we're going to reward you. You guys are going to go with the station. Yeah, let's do some transfer and some crew here. You guys, let's get into the crew tank and we get up there. You guys are actually going to update portraits. And then here, yeah, Ralph and Jim are going to go to the. They are going to be the first crew of the actual space station at the moon. Okay, good. And so now, who do we have? The pilot is Miyamoto Musashi. He's taking his time off from, like, making movies and stuff. And Girdley Kerman. Miyamoto and Girdley. as our flight crew for today. Let's see, let's not forget to do this part. Turn all these tanks off so we don't have to transfer fuel later. And I'm thinking this is a template that we're going to try to follow for many of these others. The first thing we'll do is we'll send a mapping satellite to any planet or moon. The next thing we'll go and establish a presence in orbit, whether it's manned or unmanned. Anyway, some kind of station, refueling depot, whatever. And then after that, then we'll start looking at landing and setting up a base on the surface. Okay, Girdley, Miyamoto, enough stalling. Let's do it. Oh, I forgot to hit my time thing there. Dynamic warp, there we go. Pitch back some, about that much, yeah. Whoa, 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 maybe too much. Oh, whoa, hey. Okay, yeah, you say that this shuttle's carrying a little bit more mass than usual. Okay, pitch forwards. We don't need to be getting that crazy just yet. Whoa, okay, yeah, I can definitely feel this thing's carrying more mass than usual. Really keep that in mind. Girdley and Miyamoto, they are not so concerned about it as I was. They got the stone cold, just they're confident, they're focused on the task at hand. And I know, yeah, various people will be griping at me at this moment. Somehow or another, in recent months, it has become fashionable in the world of Kerbal Space Program. I guess you launch and then you throttle down some until some arbitrary number, and then you throttle it back up. And I don't know. I guess I'm kind of old-fashioned in these ways. So you realize that wherever those numbers came from, that it's probably very different if you're using a space plane with the Ferrum's aerodynamic research mod. That for all everything having to do with atmospheric drag is entirely different. So I'm not really too concerned that I'm starting my gravity turn way too early and I'm throttling up at, putting too much throttle as compared to the way other people do it. It may be, I think somebody had one comment, one smart person had a comment on one of my videos saying that this could be a good subject for some nerd flyings to figure out what the numbers are if you're using Ferrum's aerodynamic research as opposed to the stock, very unrealistic aerodynamic system. You're right, that would be a reasonable subject to focus, do some serious research on. I don't want to do it. Okay, I'm getting up there close to 14. Let's go ahead and close those air intakes now. There we go. So we'll start using the onboard oxidizer. Okay, just about ready for booster separation. They burn out. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty smooth. Except now we're kind of at an odd angle. Okay, is this out of control? Let's not be doing this out of control stuff. This looks very, very similar to being out of control. I mean, if I were to draw a picture of what being out of control looks like, it would look very much like this. Okay, now we're pointing the wrong direction. Bad news. Can we just, okay, RCS. Can we point this thing? Is this salvageable? Okay, let's throttle up some more. Let's do this engine gimbal thing. Got this thing pointed in just exactly the wrong direction. Uncontrollable roll. It just makes it impossible to do anything else. Okay, we're starting to get it closer to that 90-degree line again. Oh, this is very, very bad news. Got 4 Kerbals on this one. We could lose 4 Kerbals all at once, you know? So I think, even if we jettison that tank, we start trying to fly like an airplane. This thing's way too heavy. It's got a massive payload in there. We are still rising. Still gaining altitude. If I can just get this pointed over at 90. Come on. Right here. Okay, good. Now we're dropping. We're losing altitude. So let's point this above the horizon. Right about here. Good. What do you think? Is it possible? Is it possible to salvage this? It doesn't seem very likely at this point. And I really do wish that we could stop this roll. Okay, let's kill that RCS again before we waste all of our monopropellant. I mean, I know that if I tried to jettison that cargo and get it out of the cargo bay, there's no possible way that could work. It's wedged in there so tight. It's so heavy. I know that trying to land the shuttle with that cargo in there, I know there's no possible way that can work. Really, the only way I see this working as a means of saving these Kerbals is to get this thing into orbit. I don't see any other way it'll work. Okay, we got a climb going again, so that's good. This is encouraging. So I'm going to try to use every last atom of fuel, try and get this thing into some kind of an orbit, and see if we can get another vehicle up there to join them and try to go for kind of like a rescue to try and refuel them. If this actually works, I don't know. There's no way it can work. If it does work, it'll be just probably the best save ever. You can see my RCS isn't actually on. This is a bug having to do with this the RCS computer thing. Frankly, that plugin sounds like a really great idea, but it isn't working for me yet. And I don't know, it's still early days. We're still like only version 2 of it or something. Okay. We'll keep on going until we use all that up. Use every last atom of fuel in there. Get rid of that tank. Now, I need to go ahead and turn all these fuel tanks back on. Oh, losing altitude again. See if we can fix that. Pitch back. Right about there. We're already above all the thick part of the atmosphere, you know. Girdley, Miyamoto, come on, man, we can do it. I suppose we could try rolling it over and dumping that cargo. If we get down to our last little dregs of fuel in it, I know that there's no possible way that this could ever happen. I'll try it, because I know that, you know, there's no way this thing can land carrying what the whole station weighs like 25 tons, you know. There's no way that this shuttle can land carrying that. Oh, look at this. Our periapsis is not... Our periapsis is getting lower. No, there's no possible way this can work. You know, orbital speed is decreasing. Okay, guys, let's try something here. Let's turn this on. Let's open those doors up. Let's roll it over. Desperation move here, guys. That's all this is. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, let's hit 9 to turn off all my quantum struts and decouple. Try and pitch up. We'll throttle up and pitch up. Kill the engines. It's in there because of the arms. Oh, as we're dropping speed, dropping altitude, let's take a look at our airspeed. That's very scary. Oh, we may be going burning up before we can get rid of this thing. Okay, trying to roll around, kind of shake it loose. Oh, there we go. There we go. Good. Good. Pitch forward. Something's blowing up. Was it important? Was it something on that station? Good. Okay, now let's stuff that arm back in there. Oh, got an uncontrollable roll. Let me stuff that arm back in there so I can close the doors. Airspeed is actually, it's okay. Okay, there's some re-entry effects. Good. Close those doors in a hurry. Let's go switch over to joystick control at this point, why don't we? Let's try to pitch up and get us moving kind of slow. Leave that RCS on. I can't believe we actually got that station out of there. Oh, that's right. There's a good thing. Now, see my two Kerbals. Remember, I did not put those two Kerbals in the station itself. They were riding in the crew tank in the shuttle. So I still have 4 Kerbals alive in the shuttle. Okay. Can we get this nose pointed over here? Mach 4. Decreasing. Okay, good. Our airspeed is not dramatically increasing. I suppose I can see if I can spare a hand to turn this off. Good. Ooh, this is being much more exciting than if everything had just gone right. Good. Yeah, start to try and get a turn going. Come back here to that land so we don't go for a splashdown. I cannot believe, I am just in awe that we managed to ditch that cargo, that 25 tons of cargo, without destroying the shuttle. I was certain that there was no way that was going to work. Okay, passing 15, let's open up those air intakes again. Yeah, I can see them retracting there. That's nice. Getting kind of slow. Can actually afford to throttle up some. Lots of fuel remaining. Yeah, this is going to work. Okay. Yeah, I think maybe a good target, what I want to aim for is an airspeed around 90 at an altitude, say, between 5 and 6 kilometers. Yeah, I got that rate of descent under control now, so that's good. Just at this point, it's difficult to judge are we gonna run out of ocean before we run out of fuel? I'm not certain. We'll just try and keep don't necessarily need to maintain altitude. We'll keep a gradual descent going. Okay, so the fuel situation beginning to be kind of worrisome again. Let's see if I can let's see if we can throttle it back, maintain, say, 80 meters per second, see what that does for us. And still not let our rate of descent get out of control. At least the land up here looks, fairly nice and smooth for the most part. From several kilometers away, I don't see any hills and rocks and stuff. Yeah, its vehicle is nicely controllable at 80. So I think we can get away with it. Increase our rate of descent some. Try not to let our airspeed drop too much, because I am just concerned about that fuel level. I'm very concerned about that fuel level. We're at 73 units of fuel and dropping fast. Okay, let's kill that throttle. Let's see what kind of Can we do like a glide at like, say, 75 or 70? Will that work? Start doing a gradual right turn at this point. A little bit of power. Am I still running at halftime? Is that why this is taking... Let's try something here. If I can... Well, I can't even reach it all the way with this one hand. Alright, we'll just leave it here at this time. So I can't take my right hand off the joystick. And my left hand can't hit left alt and backspace. Can I reach it? Nope. Nope. Can't quite reach it. I'm going to wait as long as I can to put that landing gear down, since that's going to add a bunch of drag to us. Okay, let's put that landing gear down now. Add a little bit of power to compensate. Girdley and Miyamoto. James and Ralph also present on this vehicle. It's gonna work, guys. It's gonna be a nice landing. Fuel 46 units and dropping. Okay, I've got a nice rate of descent set up here, good controllable airspeed, and a little bit more power for that as I see this land sloping up. It's a hill. And again, we scrape that bottom engine off. Hit some brakes. Brakes, 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 brakes. Yeah, we're running at the half speed. I forgot to turn the dynamic warp off. But that's okay. Oh yeah, see, we landed on this upslope. Yeah, okay, maybe we just don't need that engine back there. Because we're going to scrape it off in every landing, so we'll just redesign the vehicle and get rid of it. You don't need that. Okay, well, it was a disaster, but we came out of it okay. So I'm overall pleased with that. I think I need to, just for not time being, maybe I need to get rid of this one plugin that gives me the bug with the RCS continually squirting. Yeah, fix that dynamic warp. Okay, stop. Whew. Okay, yeah, all right. Well, at least it was... Yeah, it's 2 landings in a row in this thing. Even though the mission was a failure, we saved all these Kerbals, so I'm happy about that. This is a good vehicle. All right, yeah, I'll stop recording. We'll make another run at this whole station thing later.